Hello everybody and welcome back to the cooperative multiplayer. So we're still in June, but only for a few minutes because we do just have 1 and a bit fields to kill the weeds off in. I say 1 and a bit because yeah, that's the bit, there's the field. And yeah, our fields are quite spotty, aren't they? I think they've come down with chicken pox or something. But yes, when these are done, can't see any reason at all to stay in June. We want to move through to July and maybe there'll be a field to harvest. I would love to start harvest, but yeah, I'm not sure there'll be anything ready, but at least we'll be a month closer. I would love to start harvesting today because there's very little to do otherwise. So whilst Chainsaw is doing that, because we've only got 1 sprayer, I might as well just grab, well, it's a quad track combine or a quad track, so I think I'll go with the quad track. I'll grab a trailer and I'll just go and cut down a tree somewhere further afield, and that'll just be a little bit of income for us. So this would just be like 2 or 3 minutes in video time, and then we'll be into July. It almost looks ridiculous having that trailer on here. There was actually a bigger Bailey trailer. Let me just calibrate my steering wheel. There we go. There was a bigger Bailey trailer in the sale. I don't know if it's still there. It's a shame to lose that, really, because that was a good buy. Is it still there? Oh, it is still there. And it's only 13,000. In that case, then, what I'll do is I'll get our tree and I'll go and buy that. Definitely can't go wrong buying that because, well, as you know, we have quite a lot of land. The biggest problem we have now is that our new combine is still not big enough. So we need a new combine. That's what we're saving up for. But yeah, bigger trailer, that would definitely be handy. This field does look quite close to being ready. You know, it just needs to ripen. Anyway, yeah, I'm still targeting the pine trees, the red pine especially. Very good tree for doing for good money. This looks like a red pine. Is it a red pine? Oh no, wait. Oh, it is. Nice. Well, as I said, as always, we'll just cut down the trees on camera and I'll process them off camera, and then we'll see the selling of them. I'm sure there were 2. We're avoiding dead wood, it's not worth anything. Okay, I say it's not worth nothing, it's worth a nominal amount. It's like £200 for the entire tree, which might sound good, but really in this game it's not good. And actually that might be being generous, actually, £200. I'm pretty sure that tree was alive before I cut it. Okay, got a good amount on there already. And now to add this one to the pile. It's going to be our last one. This is a Scots pine tree. Oh, it is a good one. So, just strip off all those branches, and I'll show you it all loaded up. It's endless. Oh wait, there's the end. And there we go. Looks like one of them has slipped down. Hopefully it's not too much of an anchor. I think it's 600 horsepower, whatever this one is. We'll be able to cope. So anyway, into the sawmill. Let's get the money and let's buy the Bailey. Quite hard to predict how much this load is going to be because it's actually quite a lot of trees. I think there's about 4 or 5 trees on here, and they were of decent size. So I'm going to actually say something crazy like 15,000. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But we have the money. We can buy the Bailey trailer. And would it be worth going for any other configurations? That one probably is. It's going to need repair. Well, it doesn't need repairing actually. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, we'll just keep it as it is then. Unless, of course, one day we do find ourselves doing quite well for ourselves in a good financial position, then we can repaint it or whatever. So, now I want the cover. Okay, let's get the cover. I think everything else can stay the same. Okay, buy 14,216. It makes this trailer look very small, but I suppose it is a very different type of trailer. That is a big grain tipper, and this is a multi-purpose trailer. It's very handy, this trailer. It's not all about the size. Right, I don't know if I can tow. I would not be able to expect that to attach this. I don't think it will, but I can try it. pretty sure this trailer's a pin type. No. No, that's not going to attach. That's fine. Oh, the other one's over here anyway, look. So we'll just leave both of these here. We can take them both at the same time. And that one's taken itself home. And here we go. I don't know if we'll keep the other Bailey trailer. We probably will. But what a nice upgrade. Chainsaw is very pleased with my purchase. There it is, presenting the new Bailey trailer. And yeah, we're ready for July, so off we go. Let's see if it's going to be a harvest month. There's rain on the way first. This is, yeah, this is far from the biggest, isn't it? But it's a decent size, very decent size. Let's just see how big they go. Well, obviously, there's this massive one, but I think it's more for root crops, is it not? So that you don't have so much of a drop. So they're longer. This is more what we're looking at, and this is, I think, what we've got anyway. Maybe we do have the biggest. 21,000 litres. We are doing very well then. But yeah, if you do go for this one, well, for grain, you can get up to 30, basically 33,000. Oh, that's giving it a wash anyway. Right, I'm going to go and stand over here. And I will see you in the morning. It's a beautiful day after some early rain, and it's actually, yep, it's harvest day. We've got many fields ready to harvest. So, what we're going to do, first of all, is just take a look at the sales. Is there anything really good that we could get? Oh look, a Bailey trailer, right. Well, it looks like if we hadn't missed it, we would have been able to get another one. But we seriously need another combine. And there's no more combines appeared. Not that we have the money anyway, so it's not really a problem. So, yeah, Chainsaw is off with the combine. I'm going to go and follow him with this, and then, because there's not going to be, well, it depends what crop it is actually. If it's a cereal crop, I can bail, but if it isn't, I might as well prepare the fields. Would that be worth doing? I don't know actually. If we have direct machines, then we wouldn't even need to cultivate. Well, we'll see. Ah, looks like it's a cereal crop anyway, so no need to worry. You go over there, Branch. So this is going to be very interesting. It's an upgrade over what we had before, but it is still a very small combine. So, oh dear, it's a bit of a tricky one. We know next year we'll have the money for a really big one because we've got so much land to harvest, but we need it now. I wonder how quickly this is filling. Anyway, I'll pop it there because we are going to have to really keep on top of the baling, and there's going to be a serious amount to do. I wish I had installed the round bale extension mod so I don't overshoot. Either that or it's a shame we don't have a square baler. So I'm gonna make a start, yeah, it won't be as painful as the previous harvest because the combine couldn't even get up the hill. But let's just see. So first bale popping out any second. Gonna try and avoid dropping them right on the turning area. But yeah, I should probably turn off automatic drop then for this first lap. Oh, I thought I turned it off. My goodness. Well, you go over there. Bad bale. Trying to get an idea of how quickly it's filling. Chainsaw's going to tell me when he's 75% full. So, well, it's kind of promising because I was kind of worried he'd be harvesting for 30 seconds and he'd be like, I'm full. But it looks like it's got a fairly big tank. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yep, it's going to be one big harvest. We'll probably end up using a worker. And there's still more fields which are obviously growing. This isn't filling, I suppose this isn't filling that quickly because it's such a narrow swath, such a narrow header compared to what I'm used to. But I suppose on the plus side it means I'll be able to keep up with him, and I'll be able to keep tabbing back to the other machine to unload. And we'll take it in turns driving the combine, I reckon. Otherwise it's going to get dull for both of us. But yeah, I'm amazed he's only... well, he's not said he's 75% full yet. The joys of harvesting, baling with an articulated tractor. See if we can make this second bale before he is 75%. Yep. You know, we're actually going to make a fairly crazy sum of money just from the bales. There's going to be that many bales, it's just going to be amazing. Because they're big, and I think, what was it, 11,000 litres in each bale? And what would be even better is if he can make it back to the top, but I doubt that. Although, he doesn't look very full. Well, I'm all caught up. Okay, so I think I'm going to, as we're up here, we're going to empty this trailer. We'll get it put into storage. Now, our silo is not an unlimited amount of capacity. It is restricted to 75,000 litres. I believe it's totally empty right now. It is. But obviously we do have, as I keep saying, a serious amount of land which has been cropped. So there's going to be way more than 75,000 litres in total. And I don't know what to... well, we're going to have to get another silo. We're going to have to build another silo. There's no two ways about it. Well, I suppose you could just dump it on the ground, but that would be a lot of clearing up again. So it would just be faster and easier just to have another silo. Probably cheaper as well, actually, because it's like £20,000 for the silo. Imagine how much it would cost to get a wheel loader or something to scoop it all up again. It'd be very expensive. But that is our first load in storage. Let's head down to the bottom of the field and we'll unload chainsaw coming back up again. I'd expect him to be quite full by now. Yeah. Oop. Whoopsie. Need to unload before we reach that bale. And then I suppose I'm going to continue with the baling. Oh no. Come on, Quadrack. Yeah, I'll have to regroup on the other side. Good. So we've made a dent on this. We've got the headland done, but obviously quite a bit more to do, especially when you look at it and it's like this field, that field, and that field, which are all ready. Blimey. Just a bigger header. Oh, I wish we had the money just to get the bigger header now. We needed the trailer, so I definitely do not regret that, but I wonder what we could... Well, I wonder how much the Massey Ferguson's header is worth. I don't think it's worth that much. 13,800, and it's probably less than that. Oh no, wait, no, it would be about that, wouldn't it? It's just there's no store on this map, so we can't get a bonus. Well, that would give us some money in the right direction. We'd both have to just leave off, I think, and get a load of trees sold. Oh, blimey, I've missed my bale. Keep doing it. And I'll keep doing it, I'll always do it. Unless I have the round bale extension mod. So we have a plan, and that is to buy the bigger header. We're not going to sell the old one though, because one day we'll have two combines, and obviously we'll need to have the Massey Ferguson's header back again for this one. And also, if it is too big and we can't power it, then it would be always good to have the original one back. But yeah, if we both sell a load of trees, then hopefully we'll have enough to be able to buy the New Holland. There are two New Holland combine headers in the sale, which I only just spotted actually. One of them is bigger than the other one. They're both not expensive, but they're not cheap. So we'd just have to sell a pretty good load of wood each to be able to get them. And as I said, the two trailers are still over there, so I'll go and get them. And yeah, we can then load them up to fund the header. Hopefully the worker is going to work. Trailers picked up. To the forest. Well, let's hope the worker can manage it. Kind of tempted, you know, just to get the big trees and then just drag them back as they are. I know you don't get as much, but you do still get quite a chunk. I'm stuck on a stump from a previous occasion. Yeah, I might just do that, you know. This tree here, I'm just going to drag it over there. If I can see the base of it. Wait. Ooh. Yeah. It does not want me to cut lower down. That's interesting. Seems rather wasteful. Well, I'll get it as low as I can. And I'll sit here for a century until the chainsaw has made it through. I think we're through. I've been awoken. How can you possibly sleep next to a chainsaw? Okay, let's get it dragged over there. before anybody else mentions it, the red pine tree. For some reason with the really big ones, there's a layer like halfway up the tree which you just cannot prune. I don't know why. So I have pruned everything off it that I can do, not off the elm, but off the red palm. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, not bad. We're almost there. We can almost afford the bigger of the two headers. I think we probably can just about afford the cheaper of the two, but there's no point going for the cheaper of the two when you can go for the bigger one for slightly more. Anyway, we're not without our glitches. For some reason, neither of us can get into the John Deere. I think the game thinks that I'm still in it, even though I've left the server and rejoined, and Chainsaw's left the server and rejoined, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. I'm sure when we both leave and give the server some time, probably restart the server, it will all correct itself. But yeah, at the moment, we just can't get into that. It's not really a problem though, I don't think, as long as it does fix itself next time, which I'm sure it will do. Anyway, Chainsaw's got some good logs there, so we should now be able to get the big header, but the only way of transporting it, we could pick it up and stick it on this trailer. But yeah, the only way of transporting it really is with the combine. So here we are back at the field. I will just leave this trailer here for the next log run that we do. Bye trailer! And we'll reattach to this one. Yep, that is certainly enough money. It was 20 something for the bigger one, so 30 something is perfect. Although it will need to be serviced, because you can lose yield if you don't service it. And, well, I might as well jump into here, and I think for now I'll put the header at the side of the field, just in case we do need it again. But yeah, that's empty. We can service the combine at the same time. So there's no guarantees it will actually be able to power this header. But if it can't, it doesn't really matter, because we'll be getting another combine anyway, probably in New Holland, and then it can fit onto that. So it's not... The worst that could happen is that we just can't use it today or tomorrow. .5 meters. And I know there is a colour mismatch here. It doesn't really matter. And when we do get that New Holland, this combine will be having its original header back, I suppose. It doesn't even look unreasonably big for it, actually. If only the Massey Ferguson header was this size. That'd be great. Anyway, let's just get to the store, sorry, the yard, so we can service it. The thing I'm most interested in, if it does work at full speed downhill, is how fast it will go uphill with it all engaged. Will be very, very interesting. So the header to repair is £452, which is good, and just 53 for the combine. So we're going to get maximum yield. We're not going to lose any yield, I should say, with the combine, because you can do. Beautifully serviced. As we do have an awful lot of harvesting to do, I might as well just top up the diesel tank, even though it barely needs it. Right, there we go. Oops. Well, at least it landed on its feet. Just give it a quick go. Of course, because it is a different size header, it's going to mess up the steering assist lines. It's going to possibly skip a little bit, which would be a shame, but let's just see. Yes, typical. Not to worry. Right. Oh, is it doing that thing? Oh, where the header lowers too much. It's lifting the front of the header, lifting the front of the combine up. Oh dear. I think, well, there certainly was in previous versions of the game a mod which allowed you to adjust the height of the header. But this is one of the things you sort of need to expect when you put a different brand's header on a different combine. Yeah, it's not really a problem downhill, but uphill is going to be terrible because it's going to be basically just digging into the ground. I look like a crab. We're crabbing down the field. Well, we're going to have to look for a mod because, well, as you can see, it looks like somebody who is not only drunk, but is probably missing their entire head, has been driving this. Just look at it. Good grief. Okay, so, yes, let's leave, well, I'm going to empty it, but let's leave it here for today. There we go. But we have made some pretty good progress. We've bought a Bailey trailer, we have bought a bigger header, but yeah, it's definitely progressing. And worst comes to the worst, we'll stick the old header back on and keep saving up for that New Holland. So I think the obvious thing to do is, if a New Holland combine appears in the sale, which it probably won't, but if it does, I think we'll just have to sell everything that we have, all the grain that we have. Yeah, we won't be getting the best price, but we'll be getting a new combine. So it would still be worth it. And the price is never so bad that it's not even worth doing. You can see the oats here. The worst it could possibly be is almost £1,300, and the best it ever is 19. So yeah, you are losing several £100s, but you're still making a decent amount. That's what I'm trying to say anyway. Okay, so yeah, we'll put this at the side of the field, and I think we'll call it a day. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.